Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a Bat Châtillon 155-55, the Tier 9 French SPG, and it's located on the north spawn of Prokhorovka under the command of PGTraitor of Red Unicorns. Now, the French Tier 9, it's a single shot 155mm gun, and it's got quite a good fast reload. It's also based on the chassis of the M47, the Patton tank, and battle has commenced. Okay, PGTraitor's going to take it off to the west side of the map. Now, the alpha damage on this 155mm is 750. It's quite decent, and the reload is also quite decent. So, and the vehicle, the turret turns all the way around, which means you can position your vehicle on your escape route and then turn the turret towards the enemy. And that means that if the enemy does suddenly appear in your midst, you can run away very quickly. In fact, it's one of the faster Artys in the game. And PGTraitor's just extending his aim on that Centurion 7-1. Now, I've noticed something he's doing, which you may spot. He's actually scrolling out his aim over the map, using his mouse to extend the aim. What you can do to speed up your aiming is hold down your control key, move your mouse cursor over the minimap, and then right click on where you want to see on the minimap, and the view will go there straight away. That's very useful. If you see an enemy in a completely different area of the map, you can turn there very quickly. Oh my gummy, just got 638 hit points on the Scorpion G at the back of the map. And that Scorpion has been wiped out by our Super Pershing. So it's a good start for the team. They've got their first kill, and PGTraitor had a hand in it. Oh, right, 60 TP, Polish Tier 10, rounds out. Direct hit! 326. Wasn't full damage, but I think that might be because it didn't penetrate. It's got heavy armor, the 60 TP. It's got a nice stun on it, but obviously that's something that's going to change when Wargaming bring in the stun mechanic adjustments, which might alter the game for the worse. Obviously it's something we might discuss on future games. If Arty players can't earn as much credits from stun assists or from actual damage, then they might start leaving the game altogether and start playing first-person shooter games instead of World of Tanks. We all remember all the hullabaloo over 9.18 and the change, and the fact that they took away all the damage that Arty did, but they replaced that damage with the stun. But if they take away the stun, they either have to increase the damage again and give Artys the ability to earn credits from damaging the enemy, or they're going to have to increase the amount of credits that Arty earns for each shot in respect of each shot they do. And again, that is going to be difficult. I foresee that if they do make these changes, after bringing in the wheelie tanks, whose sole purpose is really to kill Arty, that they might actually ruin the game, because if the Artys are killed off early, or if the Artys don't make enough credits, then nobody will play them, and you'll end up with more stalemates. Well, there was a tracer in view just there, a short distance south of, or just down on the picture, in the bushes, so we know where one of the enemy Artys is located. And PGTraitor's just moved his vehicle a little to avoid counter battery, but not enough really to avoid a large caliber Arty round. He's going for that 60 TP again. Fires a round in. There is an explosion at the other end, but we just don't know if it did any damage. Again, you can see scrolling out the mouse, it's much more efficient to go directly to the area you want to look at instead of having to scroll the mouse out each time, because that takes time, you see, to scroll out. Whereas if you right click on the minimap, it actually takes you there straight away. Fires around it, and then he's going to move. Another thing that I've noticed is, you see, he's actually fairly close to the GWE 100 on his team. Two Artys that are firing together produce two tracers, And it's much easier to see two traces than it is one. So it could actually attract counter battery fire. But he fires on the Patriot and he gets a hit. 315 hit points. Just adjust his position a little. Yeah, again, extending the mouse like this, it takes time. All the time you're doing that, you could be aiming directly at the enemy and working out what he's going to do next. Fires around at 60 TP and it lands nearby. And something else about this game that may be interesting is that there's nobody on the east side of the map other than our tanks so far. And it's very likely that the enemy has probably sent one or two tanks up the hill, but they haven't been seen yet. Looks like most of the enemy tanks are on this side of the map, and they're headed this way, slowly but surely. And there's a T-30. He's tracking it. There you go. He's taking fire now. We're almost loaded. Okay, that's it. Rounds out. Well, he got a hit. Actually, it seems it was a near miss, but it says on plan omid. So I think that was a near miss. The RU-251, yep, he's into this area now, and he's a direct threat to the Arty, but he's been taken out, thankfully, by the Striv 103B. So it's very useful that those tank destroyers were able to take out that RU-251. So the fast light tanks and the wheelies have become absolutely lethal for SPGs, and this replay took place before wheelies were introduced into the game. So it's a tier 10 game on a 357 matchup. So at the moment, PGTraitor is middle tier. So it's going to earn a lot more XP, and that target's been wiped out. That was the Panther 88. But there was another enemy up there. It's a Foch B. And oh, well, he just killed RT-30. He's coming down the hill, round out. Bit too late, wasn't enough lead. The Foch was moving faster than he expected. That was the GWE 100, and he's got some stun, and that's going to slow the Foch down a bit. He's now into the water at the far end, and again that's going to slow him down. Now, can PGTraitor get the kill shot? Round out. Yes, he did. Nicely done. I think that means now that there are no enemy on the east side of the map. The FV4202 is the only one over there, other than the Lurva, obviously near the railway line. Well, don't know if we got any hit there. The Bat Châtillon 155-55 wasn't actually put into production. They did make some prototypes to actually test it out and have a look at it, but it never got actually approved. And I suspect that one of the reasons why the French never went ahead with this tank was mainly due to the fact that they already had a successful RT in operation, the AMX-13F3, which had been sold to numerous nations, and of course there was some more efficient RTs coming into the game in terms of, or into reality, in terms of the American RTs, the M109 and other artillery pieces like that. The French did sell an awful lot of AMX-13 F3 AMs to other nations. It was it's quite a good little RT piece, but most of them have been decommissioned now. Now he's looking at the end of the railway line because he's anticipating that one of the enemy RT is going to be in the trees back here. I think we did see the tracer on the other side of the railway line. And a little further south, I think the Lerva might proxy spot him very soon. If the Lerva crosses the railway line now... Yep. Oh, there is the T-92. He fires. Gets a big hit. 398, but it didn't kill him outright. But the Lerva's probably going to do that now. And gets the kill. Actually, it was the FV4202 who got the kill from up on the hill. Now, 60 TP is wiped out by the GWE-100. There's only 4 enemy tanks remaining. The Patriot, the Object 432, the GW Tiger, and the Sumur SM. Now, all of those tanks, except the Object 432, have actually got kills. We know where the Object 432 was seen. He's over on the west side. In fact, they're pinging the map at the moment at H1, but they just don't know where he's gone. Well, that was the Patriot. So there's only 3 left to kill. There's the GW Tiger behind the bush, right at the back, and he's gone. 1 enemy remaining, the Sumur. They've killed the Object 430. So the Sumur is somewhere down here amongst these trees. The E5 will probably find him very quickly. So they'll give PGTraitor just 1 more chance to get a hit on target, collect some more hit points. There he is, he's been spotted further up the road, ramps out. Yes, he gets the kill shot. Only 73 hit points, but it is the kill shot, so 2 kills for PGTraitor. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's an ace tanker for PGTraitor of Red Unicorns in the Bat Châtillon 155-55. He also managed to get his first mark of excellence on this Arty. Congratulations. A Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 13, and a Confederate medal because he hit more of the enemy than anyone else on his team. At least 6 tanks subsequently taken out by other teammates. So let's have a look at team score. Well, it didn't get the highest damage. That went to the Wizzy 111 model 14. He got 4,823 hit points. Then PGTraitor came in with 3,308. And after that, we've got the E5 who managed to get 2,793. When it came to kills, it was actually the Striv 103B and the Borsig got 3 kills apiece. And then we got PGTraitor with 2 and a number of other tanks also with the same number. And when it came to base XP, it was PGTraitor. He managed to get 1,114 base experience points off that game, 954 for the FV4202, and 930 for the GWE100. He didn't make as much in the way of XP because he was a higher tier Arty. So let's have a look at detail. He fired 21 shots in that game, got 8 direct hits and 1 penetration and 16 splash. Damage of 3,308 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He hit 11 of the enemy, so there was only 4 enemy tanks he didn't touch during that game, and he killed 2 of them as well, so the difference there was 9, more than enough to qualify for the Confederate. And he also did stun assistance damage of 2,497 of 15 stuns, and that's why he got the ace tanker. He was doing an awful lot of stun assist. On a premium count, he earned 53,241 credits, and after ammunition resupply, and the ammo's not that expensive actually, it's fairly cheap for this tier, he actually took away 29,721 credits. He received 1,671 XP, times 2 for the first victory of the day, took away 3,342 experience points altogether. So a very nice round there for PGTraitor, and congratulations on both the ace and the first mark on your barrel. If you enjoyed that replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.